Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever edition of the video version of Chalk Talk. My name is Chris Halleck here on DK Pittsburgh Sports, and I'm excited to share this play. I'm excited to do it in this way too because I've gotten requests on finding different ways to either highlight players or to do something so that you're seeing what's going on with the play. And so I figured this was a really great way to do it, was to actually break it down in video form to try to illustrate this so you can see what's going on. And so that's what I'm attempting to do today. And this play right here, this was the Fields to Pickens big gain right near the end of the first half. And I thought this was just a brilliant play call, a great design, and really showcases what Arthur Smith is capable of as an offensive coordinator. This is not by accident. This is not some sort of Matt Canada happenstance type thing. This is an offensive coordinator who knows what he's doing, who knows how to attack a defense, almost regardless of what coverage or whatever the defense is doing. So I'm going to break this down here. Try not to get too crazy here, have this be too long of a video. So we'll see how this goes. And if you like this format, if you like the way I'm going to break this down, please leave whatever feedback you can, whether it's in the comment section, in the story, or here on our YouTube channel. So please provide feedback if you don't like it. If you want to see other things, just any feedback we really appreciate. So let's get into it. Steelers in 11 personnel here. One running back, one tight end here. Jalen Warren, I think, was in the backfield. Either way, 11 personnel. The Falcons here are showing this kind of cover two, like high shell here. Looks like it could be man across the board. Maybe linebackers are in some sort of soft zone underneath. Either way, Fields is really kind of just reading what this guy right here is doing. That's Jesse Bates, one of the better safeties in the league. That's what Fields is doing. Regardless of anything else the Steelers are trying to do or trying to sell, they are trying to get this guy right here. They're trying to get that guy to go this way. That's what the Steelers trying to manipulate. This is not what you saw under Matt Canada. This was few and far between of actually being able to manipulate. And that is why this is so exciting. So, let's clear this out. This is what the Steelers are trying, and this is what the Steelers are doing in order to try to get Bates to bite on that. So, they're showing some form of sail or flood or something along those lines. You got Calvin Austin running essentially a glorified clear. So, regardless of whether it is this guy going deep in a cover two, or what really ends up happening here is Justin Simmons here, the safety on the other side, he will actually undercut, and then these two guys right here are going to go back into what I would define as cover six, in which you've split the field in half, and you have cover two on this side, and you've got, so let's write that, you got cover two on this side, you got cover four on this side, so it ends up being cover six. So what the Steelers are trying to do here, you got this glorified clear with Calvin Austin. Van Jefferson here runs an out, and the whole point of sail is to have exactly, you have a clear, you have an intermediate, and then you have, whether it be the tight end going into the flat, whether it be the running back going into the flat, you have some sort of flat option there as well. And then this guy over here, which is George, obviously, he can run a drag, he can run a crosser, he can run a post. There's a number of different things he can run that you can call that flood, you can call that sail, whatever it is. So that's what the Steelers are trying to do here. Now, the Steelers are staying kind of in this max protect. The running back stays back to protect. He's going to help here against this edge rusher here. Tight end stays in to kind of block, and then he kind of releases right at the end, but by the time he releases, Fields is already starting to throw the ball. So again, got your clear here, you got your out route, and then George is selling something to the middle of the field. I would like to see something a little bit, sells a little bit harder, like a post, or maybe even just a good old crosser, whatever it is. But either way, George still runs a good enough route where you still see exactly what he's doing. Because what George ends up doing here is he kind of sells this and then he cuts to the back to the outside. But this is where the brilliance of the play call, the design, and then the execution by both Justin Fields and George Pickens. Just brilliant stuff here. So let's let this start to play out a little bit. Okay, Fields gets the snap, and he's immediately rolling out. Okay, so that gets the defense to, pretty much you're trying at that point to get the defense, because of what the Steelers are actually doing. You're trying to get as many guys going this way. Okay, that's what the Steelers are trying to sell. Let's get this going a little bit more. Fields is rolling out. He hasn't even set yet. Pickens is still kind of doing this up thing, kind of in the middle of the field. You can see here that Simmons is starting to undercut while these two guys are dropping to kind of, watch what both Calvin and Van are doing. So let this play out a little bit longer. Oh, also down here, this is also kind of, so the Falcons here were showing like a press man down here. And this guy's going to end up staying, this guy right here, he's going to end up staying in the flat and kind of working down here and pretty much hands it off to Bates here at the top. So let's get this going a little bit more. Okay, so now Fields is starting to set. Okay. Fields is setting. And this is where you really have to keep an eye on what Jesse Bates is doing here. Jesse Bates is now flipping his hips to the inside of the field. Mission already accomplished by doing it this way. Because now you've got him going the wrong direction. There are many, many different ways to attack leverage. Play design, route running, quarterback using his eyes, attacking leverage. Number of ways to do it. This is a combination of a whole bunch of things that the Steelers just did very, very well. So let it go. Okay, now Justin here is beginning his hitch. And as he begins his hitch, this is when George starts to cut it to the outside. So this hitch right here. Boom, that's a hitch. So this is also timed up really well too, because Justin, he sets, hitch, George right here is already starting to cut to the outside here. And look at poor Jesse Bates. Again, this is no scrub at safety. He is completely turned the wrong way. And Justin's already through his hitch, because the next move that Justin makes here is not another hitch. It's throw. It's throw that ball downfield. And he's now, he's already throwing motion beginning. And when his throwing motion is beginning, he is starting to throw the football. And look at Jesse Bates again. His back is to the play. This is no scrub at safety. You have a very, very good, accomplished safety with his back to the play by the time the quarterback is throwing the football. That is play design. That is execution. That is everything that you want to see from this offense. Let it go, Justin. Just on the money. It's just brilliant. It's a phenomenal play, phenomenal design, and then Justin elevates that even more by being able to throw with anticipation. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching this. If you liked this version of Chalk Talk, please let me know. I really enjoy doing it this way. I hope you did too. I hope it visualized things better for you. And if it did, please let me know in the comments here, either on our DK Pittsburgh Sports Steelers YouTube channel, or whether it's on our site, dkpittsburghsports.com, where you read pretty much the story version of it. But either way, I really appreciate you guys watching. Any and all feedback, thank you so much. looking forward to next week, but definitely wanted to tie a bow on this with this type of a play. I thought Arthur Smith had a pretty solid game. I thought the offense had a pretty solid game, all things considered. Yeah, they didn't get into the end zone. Yeah, there are some things they need to clean up, but really, really, this is not the same old offense. I saw some comments in our live file yesterday and kind of elsewhere that this was kind of the same old offense, not used in the middle of the field. So many different concerns, man. There's plenty of reason to be optimistic that this offense, I thought yesterday was a good way to set the foundation. I personally think this offense might operate better with Justin Fields than Russell Wilson. We have yet to see what happens, obviously, with Russ's calf and everything like that. But if Justin has to start again next week in Denver and this offense can kind of build off of what they did in Atlanta, then there could be a real quarterback controversy here. So either way, just really wanted to lay this one out. Really enjoyed doing this. Really appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys next time.